What's going on, guys? We're back for another rabbit video. It is Father's Day today, so happy Father's Day to all of you that are watching. It is time to get these babies out of here again. Spot has been rebred already, and we're gonna go do a weigh-in, 6-week weigh-in, and then move these guys down to their grout hutch. So that's what we're gonna do. We got all 8 of them in here. We're gonna get their weight. They're due to be weighed on the 16th, and it's the 14th, so close enough. Got to do it when you can. So let's get after it. All right, I got the camera set up here. We're gonna get started. This one is sitting at 114, just about there to 2 pounds. We're going to sex them too as I go through. I've gotten a lot better at it. It kind of one of those things, you just kind of got to start doing it, and after you do it a few times, you get to it. Sometimes it's a little confusing. You know, at the beginning there, that one was a doe. This one's sitting at 2 pounds. This one's a pretty one. This one is a buck. We just might keep this guy this time. We're to the point where we have 3 does. Obviously, I believe we named them Cream and Milk Dud. They will be eligible to start breeding here in another month or so. I think every time I read anything, it's usually like around like 6 months is when they're mature enough to breed. I've heard 4 months and 5 months, so I don't know. We might try the first time around like 5 months and see what happens. But 3 does is pretty good for a small breeding operation. And our other buck back there, he is just he is not good. He's not good on size. I've had him for quite a while now. And I kept him because I wanted to have a backup buck, just because you never know what can happen. You know, if I lose Bucky, then, you know, it doesn't matter how many does I have. If I lose my only buck, then I'm not breeding anymore. So I kept him around. But honestly, even if I did, you know, I could just start, you know, throwing a doe to him every once in a while just to keep him fresh and, you know, keep him involved. But with the size that he is, I really don't think I would get anything worthwhile out of it anyway. So this is a pretty little doe. Kevin, he wanted to keep one that looked just like this last time, but it was a buck, and I was wanting to keep does. I don't know, we might let him decide, either this doe or that buck. Haha. I don't know. But it's all fun. So yeah, I think it's time to go ahead and get rid of that other buck and get one of my own stock. That is, they're coming into good size, and then I could actually rotate breeding, you know, between Bucky and him. You know, the buck I keep. So that's what we might do. We might keep a buck this time around. You are a doe. Doe. Go on, Lily. Go. That was at 114. Man, they're really tight this time around. 114 again. This is another little doe. Pretty little doe. Looks just like Cream that we kept. Oh, here's another pretty white and cream colored. You're heavy. That might be the biggest one of the litter so far. That one's at 2.2. Be interesting to see what this one is. This would be pretty to keep, whether it's a buck or a doe. feisty. I think it's a buck. It is a buck. Well, we might have our eyes on our planned keeper. This is a very pretty buck. He's weighing in so far, highest of the litter. There's only 2 left to weigh in. This guy might be a good one. We got 2 more little ones down here. This is probably gonna be a little doe. Could be a buck. Probably sitting around like 112 or something. Yep, 112. Little buck. Cute little buck. And one more solid brown one. $112. I'll give it to you. $113. And another buck. Another buck. So we got all of these guys in here. I was poking its nose at Lily. Go on. Lily does really good with the chickens and the rabbits. Karen, I threw Karen out on the ground, and Lily. Did I just call her real? No. I might have just called her my old dog name. I don't know. I have to watch this back and see. But Lily and Karen have been chasing each other around the barn here. Karen stays over here on the hill where the livestock shed is going to be in the pasture, and then she runs around, and she usually lives in the chicken run, and you know, because she comes out while I free range. So if Lily gets down here early enough, or you know, late enough to catch her still out in the evening, she runs her back around, and you see Karen's little white tail bouncing, trying to run back there. It's quite funny. Karen has become a favorite bunny around here now that she's no longer my problem. She's not good at breeding. She likes to bite at the bucks. She does not lift. Makes it a very challenge, and she was too old to really be nice and tender for eating, so I just retired her out to pasture, and she is living her best life. So come here, big guy. This is going to be our planned keeper. Kevin, I'm sure, is going to be very happy if he watches this or when I tell him. A very pretty buck, weighing in really nice. Weighed in at 2.2. Biggest of the litter. So we are going to keep up with this guy, and yeah, that's what we are going to plan on. So Spot has been rebred. I don't know if I've processed this video or not. I didn't really show any of the butchering. I think it might still be on my GoPro. I've been crazy busy lately. But just to show it again, because I will edit that video before this gets posted. This was our weigh-in on Butcher Day for her first litter. We was at 3.8, 4.8, 4.8, 4.12, 3.12, that was a little guy, 4.5, 4.4, 3.10, and 4.4. So right around the 4-pound range, pretty well. Pretty close to where I wanted to be. I think it's going pretty well for what I wanted. And then on our log over here, so this third row is the litter we just weighed. They are due to be processed on 7:30. So 7 is that? My math is not mathing. July 30th. And she has been bred. She was bred on the 2nd of this month. She is due to get her box on the 27th. She's expected to kennel between the 1st and the 4th of next month. So we're going to take these guys back to our grout hutches and let the chickens out because I didn't want to let them out with the barn door open. If you free range anything, they will go everywhere. So every time I have this door open and I'm out here trying to work, I'm constantly shooting chickens out. And I didn't feel like dealing with that. So we were gonna take these rabbits back, we're gonna let the chickens out, and then we're gonna go enjoy the rest of Father's Day with the family. So say thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to support our channel, hit that like button and subscribe, and we greatly appreciate it. We are just a small growing homestead with hopefully in the future a lot to offer as far as video content. But for right now, thanks for joining us on our journey as we grow, and we will see you guys in the next one. Last thing here, I had somebody comment on one of my videos on where did I get this scale, and I did respond to you. I don't remember your name to say it in this video, but if you get onto allthingsbunnies.com and you go to their scales, it is the Winco 20-pound capacity. I think they had one that was also a 5, but I didn't want it to peak out at 5 because you know, obviously rabbits can get over 5 pounds. So I wanted to be able to have the full scale, and I got the one with the largest basket. It's pretty easy to put on there. The scale comes put together. You just got to put this platform on top of it with the wing nuts, and then it comes with a couple bolts and washers, and you simply just pinch it. You just pinch it on the edge of the platform, just like that. And it's, you know, it's not going to go anywhere. You could probably just sit it up there, but it is better. Sometimes the rabbits hop off close to the edge there, and it's nice to have that. So definitely put it on there, but it has worked great. I definitely wanted a mechanical scale. You know, rabbits are something that's moving constantly, and if you're watching it, you know, and it's kind of sitting like that, bouncing between 4 and 8, and then it might just all of a sudden stop right there for a second on 6 and then start bouncing again. You can see that. I didn't want a digital scale that was constantly, the numbers were constantly running up and down, running up and down. You know, they calm down good enough to where, you know, sometimes it'll even just sit there pointed really nice for you. And I feel like, I don't know, mechanical scales are a lot easier to read, in my opinion, on something like that, doing live weight. I just didn't want to go the digital route. So that's where you can find this scale if you want it. I'm definitely not associated with them in any way. That's just the scale I found and the wife got for me. So you asked, there it is.